Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm doing another Q&A video where I take your questions from Twitter and I answer them all in this video. Now, in today's Q&A video, we've obviously got a ton of questions regarding the aftermath of import and export, what's going to be coming up next in terms of holiday or Christmas, the unreleased cars, and a whole lot more. Now, as always, if you want to get involved in the next Q&A video, all you have to do is go down in the description, follow me on Twitter, and use the hashtag AskBoss whenever I'm looking for Q&A questions, and you might find yourself featured in the next Q&A. But of course, with that out of the way, let's not waste any more time and let's get it started. All right, so one of the biggest set of questions I got was, what is the best way to make money now that import and export is out? Is import and export car selling a new good way to make money? I'm struggling to make money. What's going on here? And I think I'm going to make an entire dedicated video to going over making money in the selling cars of import and export, because there's a lot of right things you can do, but there's also a lot of wrong things you can do. And if you do the wrong things, it can make your process incredibly difficult. But if you do things the correct way and the right way, you can find yourself making millions of dollars. So I think I'll be doing a full dedicated video on that soon, because there would be just way too much for us to talk about in this video. But just know that there are some hidden secrets and things you need to do in import and export that can really make you rich. Now, I am once again working with App Bounty on this video, and I've been working with them over the past few Q&A videos, and you guys really seem to like their app and what it does for you. Basically, if you don't know what App Bounty is, I'll leave a link to it in the description. You download their app, which basically will give you credits for downloading and playing games. I'll also leave a link to my code in the description, Mr. Boss, which will get you 50 free credits. Essentially, you download the apps, you play the games, you get credits, which you can then turn those into PSN cards, Amazon cards, Xbox cards. That's what you can do if you get an Xbox card. Just swap that out for a Shark card, and then boom, you can afford some of the new content that was just added in the import and export DLC. So like I said, I've been using App Bounty. It's a lot of fun. Great way to make money outside of playing GTA. I know it's the holiday times. We're busy. We don't have time to be on 24/7. So this is a great way in which you can make some extra cash when you're not necessarily playing Grand Theft Auto. But rounding back to the money-making question, is making money with the selling cars really good? Yes, it is. But as I mentioned, there's a lot of things you need to know to kind of maximize your ability in order to do that. So look out for that video soon. It's going to be coming up, and it should be very helpful. All right, probably the next biggest question that I got asked regarding this Q&A was about the hidden unreleased vehicles. So you guys know I did an entire video talking about the prices, the customization of the new vehicles, the Itali GTB, the Nero, we've got the Spectre, we have the Comet Retro, and then the new bike, the FCR 1000. So in case you guys are curious about the customization or the prices of those vehicles, I'll leave a link to that in the description as well. But a lot of people were asking me, when are these cars going to be releasing? When are they going to be coming out? And that's kind of tricky to predict, but I do have a good idea of how I think Rockstar is going to do this. So because there are a ton of unreleased vehicles in the files, that being 5 of them, I think Rockstar is going to spread this out even going into the year 2017. So I won't be talking a whole lot about the Christmas update, because I made an entire dedicated video where a lot of the questions you guys asked were discussed there. So if you want to know more about the Christmas update, I will once again leave a link to that in the description too. But let's say Rockstar releases one of these unreleased vehicles every single week. That means we'll be receiving a new vehicle on Tuesday. That would be the 20th of December. We'd then get another one on the 27th. Jumping into 2017, we'd get one on January the 3rd. And then on January the 10th and 17th, we could see other vehicles added as well. That would be 5 total vehicles, 1 per week. Now, obviously, Rockstar could change this up. They could do 2 vehicles for the Christmas DLC, which we're likely to see coming out on Tuesday in just a few short days. So that could change the pattern completely. And again, that's hard to predict in and of itself, because none of the hidden vehicles are a Christmas theme either. They're all just super normal cars, sports supercars, and those bikes. So none of them have like a predominant Christmas theme that would make sense for them to be released over another car. So like I said, we don't have all the details. We will figure that out soon. A lot of people have been asking me, what vehicles or vehicle do you think is going to release within the Christmas update? And if I had to take a guess, I don't know. Maybe Rockstar would start out with a bang here, and they will go with something along the lines of the Nero Custom, which a lot of people are looking forward to, obviously because it's one of the new Truffade vehicle. So I'm not entirely too sure, but just know that there definitely will be vehicles with the Christmas update, and that likely looks to be coming very soon. Now, speaking of the Nero Custom, a lot of people have also been asking me, do I think the Nero Custom will be the new fastest car in the game? Will it be the best car in the game? And best is kind of a subjective word, but as far as fastest and best performance, I'm not entirely too sure. We know the price of the Nero and the Nero Custom. The Nero is $1.6 million. In order to get it to the Nero Custom, it'll be a total of $2 million, which would not make it the most expensive supercar. So is it going to be the fastest? I have absolutely no idea. It's hard to do these tests right now because the vehicles are not officially released in Grand Theft Auto Online, as you guys well know. So we will just kind of have to wait and see when it comes out, if it will be the fastest. But considering the fact that the Pegassi Tempesta is like the third or fourth best supercar, and its price tag isn't that expensive at all. It doesn't even go over $2 million, and it's one of the best supercars you can own in the game now. So I'm not entirely too sure where that price is going to land the Nero, but I think the Nero and all these other cars being released are going to have more of a focus on its, aesthetics and customization, especially because they're all Benny's vehicles rather than speed or performance. Our next question comes from Justin, who tweets at me, do you think Rockstar will keep releasing DLCs without trailer, release dates, or announcements? Justin, this was really weird, and I was talking to a couple of my friends about this. I have no clue what Rockstar is doing. I don't understand why they never told us an official release date, never gave us more information leading up to the update, and certainly didn't release the trailer before. I'm sure that would have just gotten people even more hyped, but maybe this is Rockstar's new marketing strategy. Again, they are a business after all, so maybe they think that releasing as little details as possible and then doing the trailer on the day is better for them. And if it is better for them, I think that's what they're going to keep doing, especially because we kind of saw this trend with bikers, and then we very much saw this trend with import and export, where they released almost no details about the update. Speaking of the next update, this question comes from Tyler James, who tweets at me, how much money do you think we'll need for everything coming in the Christmas DLC? And he says, thanks, Ross. Happy holidays. Well, happy holidays to you as well, Tyler. Now, this is a tricky question. Number one, we don't know what vehicles are coming out in this Christmas update. We don't know if it's going to be 1 or 2 or 3, so that would obviously vary. We know the prices of the vehicles. Again, check the link in the description. But for Rockstar, with the Christmas content, what they typically do is they make the clothing, the masks, and the accessories free, but it is only for a limited time. So I actually don't think you're going to be spending any money here outside of the cars and upgrading them in their customization. All the clothing, the mask, accessories, and stuff like that is likely going to be free. It'll probably just disappear when the Christmas Festive Surprise 2016 DLC ends, which will likely sometime be in early January. Our next question comes from the Red Robert 08, who says, do you think Rockstar will ever go above 10 million for a vehicle? So Red Robert, I hope not. I thought they would have done it with this update. I mean, you would think of vehicles like the Coil Rocket Voltic or Ruiner 2000, they would be more expensive than what they are, especially considering that the Luxor Deluxe, which is just a gold jet in which you can drink champagne and smoke cigars in the back of, is $10 million. I think that was one of the biggest mistakes Rockstar's ever made, so I don't know if they will ever go back to something like that. But it is interesting to know that the Ruiner 2000 is kind of like the new vehicle ceiling as far as pricing goes. So if we're going to get anything above $5.7 million, we know it's got to have features better than the Ruiner 2000. So I'm thinking like indestructibility, unlimited nitrous, or something like that. Who knows? Let's hope not, because that's a lot of money, and I just don't want anyone to have to pay $10 million for a vehicle. That seems a bit overkill to me. Our next question comes from Mad Zingu, who tweets at me, do you think Rockstar could possibly extend the snow period in Grand Theft Auto Online for Christmas? So Mad Zingu, as wishful thinking as that is, I don't think so. Really, just because Rockstar, over the last 3 Christmas DLCs, have done snow on the exact same days. And I'll just cover on this quickly. It's Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and then New Year's Eve and New Year's Day is when we receive the snow. Again, if you want to receive all the details on the Christmas update, I'll leave a link to that video in the description, but it's unlikely just because over the last 3 years, Rockstar have done the exact same pattern, and I would imagine in 2016, they would do the same thing this year. Up next, we have a question from Ray, who tweets at me, do you think we'll be getting any more special vehicles in the future? So Ray, that's a great question. I'm not entirely too sure, because we know the vehicle warehouse is kind of full right now. Rockstar gave us like 8 platforms to put vehicles on, and what do you know? There's 8 special vehicles. Now, could they always make more room in the rare warehouses? Absolutely. I just don't know if they would. I think these special vehicles are going to be limited to this update, import and export, and I think they might be done with them going forward, which I wouldn't mind because we've got a good variety, and they're really expensive too, and I wouldn't want Rockstar to go above that $5.7 million price range either. Our next question comes from Ollie Ward, who tweets at me, do you think any of these vehicles ruin Grand Theft Auto 5? I don't, Ollie, because I think Rockstar have balanced them well. As unfortunate as it kind of is with the way the ramp car explodes and how the Phantom Wedge blows up and how the Ruiner 2000 only has 8 missiles before having to return it, I really do think they wondered that same question, and I think they were a little bit overprotective when it comes to the rare special vehicles. But honestly, I'd rather have it that way than have the Ruiner 2000 just be a lobby ruiner where, like, if one person had one, you know, the whole lobby would just start getting destroyed. So I'm almost glad they kind of went that route of being a little bit more careful rather than a little bit under careful. But still, I don't think any of them ruin the game. And there hasn't been a lobby where I've been like, man, this guy in the ramp car is just really ruining my day, or this guy in the Ruiner 2000, I can't seem to shake him. So that, I think it's a good thing, and I think Rockstar balanced them well. All right, and our final question today comes from Oliver Mule, who tweets at me, do you think we'll get an update in January just like we did with the Banshee and Sultan? So Oliver, I don't think so, because if you remember to last year with Executives and Other Criminals, when Rockstar released that DLC, there was only one hidden car, and that was the Class A Tampa that they were saving for the Christmas update. With this year, like I said, we've got the Nero that they've got saved, the Itali GTB, the Spectre, the Comet Retro, and the bike. So that's 5 vehicles that they're going to release, and I highly doubt that they're all releasing them during the Christmas update, which definitely means there's going to be content coming in January, which will likely mean no official DLC for the month of January. The next one we will likely see might be sometime in February, could be even pushed back to March if we kind of see the same pattern of what happened in 2015. But anyways, that's all the questions that we're going to be going over in this week's Q&A video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. As always, if you want to get involved in the next one, go down in the description, follow me on Twitter, and just use the hashtag AskBoss whenever I'm looking for Q&A questions, and you might find yourself featured in the next video. If you did go on to enjoy this one, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. I'll have one more video out later today, so stick around on my channel for that. Should be pretty interesting and informative. But without the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.